No, I should say not be serious trouble Akpabio enter. So anyway, before now, I think Akpabio and Natasha has been having serious, clash in the Senate floor. Nobody knows the cause, and Natasha directly has come out to accuse the Senate President Godswill Akpabio that she have been, he has been wanting to sleep with Natasha. Now, this is a very serious allegation that could lead to Akpabio's impeachment because I see that the northern senators are already gathering, okay, to figure out if that thing is true, that it could lead to Akpabio's impeachment, something like that. But I don't really know whether what Natasha said is true. Now, this has entered into a family matter. Akpabio's wife is now reacting to it. She has, held a press conference where she also voiced out her mind defending her husband. It might interest you to, understand the nature of, whom Akpabio is. Maybe according to the wife, maybe Natasha misunderstood Akpabio's encroachment. That Akpabio's, told her that you have to come to my house in Abuja to make me happy. That sounds like you want to sleep with somebody, you understand. But Akpabio's wife is saying that my husband jokes a lot and he laughs a lot. Who knows? Anyway, take a listen to what Akpabio's wife said.
Coming down to what was discussed, apart from the Senate matters, I'm not a senator, so I don't know what goes in there. I'll talk about my own family, which is Senator Godswill Akpabio's family, my husband, and the father of my children. He's a very nice man. He's kind-hearted. He's very jovial, which people always mistake for any other thing. He's very friendly, sometimes over-friendly, I can normally tell him. But you cannot change somebody's character at this time. If somebody has been a very jovial person, very nice, very kind, very compassionate, and plays a lot and jokes a lot, can you change the person at this time? No, you can't. So when I heard the unfortunate accusation, I'll rather call it unfortunate, it's very demeaning because that is a family. We knew the husband before the husband married her. We've always known the man. They were very good friends, or they are still very good friends. So I really don't understand where this is coming from. And I believe that for somebody to go and make such an allegation, there must be a discussion at home. There must have been a sanction or an approval. Oh, you're going to say this, go ahead and say it. And if the approval has come from the husband, our friend, I believe that he would have spoken to me because we are close. He's close to my husband. But if he didn't give her the approval to go on air and make such an allegation, then the question is, does he have control? Did he give her the approval? And then if the wife had complained about such a thing, and he still comes, and he's normal, there is no man you will tell, oh, that the wife will tell, oh, your friend harassed me. I know how you men behave, that will not frown. First of all, the attitude towards the person will change. But this attitude never changed. And if you're talking about the house, we don't have any house in Ikorebene. Ikorebene is a local government. We are from a Senudim local government. Our country home is in a Senudim, in Okana. And I didn't hear anything about Okana. We have a beautiful home in Okana. If you're talking about Uyo, house in Uyo, I'm always there. So the home you are talking about, I'm always there. The Senate president is a very, very responsible man and disciplined. So in Akwa Ibom, when he was a governor, a lot of women were involved in governance. And none of them, not one, ever said something like this. When they go through that route, of course, everybody will say, oh my goodness, because of this statement, or because of what was about to happen, oh, they've accused me of that, they've accused me of that. I mean, how many people do people want him to answer to? So, nothing like that happened. If you're talking about my home in Uyo, on the 8th of December, that was the day we were all getting ready for the celebration on the 9th of December. I was there. My children were there. And when people make such allegations, and even when you look at her countenance, and if you had your lie detector, and you have put it on her, it would have told you the truth. So maybe what people should start having is a lie detector. So when somebody starts lying, all you need to do is, please, ma, can I put this on you? If NBC will allow you. Am I correct? So please, when we want to, Nigerians or some ladies want to say something, they should also remember that in this family, there are children that are involved. I am equally involved. Our father is not like that. And he can never be like that. You don't learn something in old age. You don't. So making such an allegation is like, oh, since you want, you've changed my seat, I'm going to malign you. For me, that is not politics. If you want to play politics, let us play politics that is decent. So that in quote, oh, Senator Akpabio harassed me sexually. A married woman. In my place, there's a proverb, I will explain it in English, that says that if you want to eat a toad, you eat the toad that is well matured, not just a maturity. You got from somebody that is okay. Not a married woman. So I believe that it's unfortunate that she has said what she said, and I'm sure she knew she had lied. She shouldn't take that route. If she has a problem that needed to be solved, it can be solved without maligning somebody. Like I said before, we knew the husband before they got married. So their marriage is not an old marriage. So if the man wants us to continue the relationship, yes, we'll continue the relationship, because after all, we didn't know her before now. It was only when they got married that we knew her. So nothing happens to the relationship between us and the man, except if the man had given her an approval to come and tell these lies. The 8th of December, almost all the senators were in Akwa Ibom. And the Senate president is not somebody that is always alone. He's never alone, even when he wants to eat. He will tell me, oh, I'm eating with 10, 15 people. Even if you set food for 10, 15 people, and you see 5, he never eats alone. He's never anywhere alone. So, for me, with that number of people I don't know what and where that conversation could have taken place. Because he is like that. He shows people the house, any visitor. And then he will always take you to the chapel. That is him. At the end of it all, he will show you his chapel. Because in every home, there is a chapel. So I'm always entertaining people whenever he's around. So if the man was walking behind and the conversation was taking place in his presence, he could have heard. Even the body gesticulation could have shown the man that there was something wrong. Security men are always with the SP. So for that night, I knew I served people. People were at home. The house is never empty when he's around, because constituents will be there, Akpabio people will be there, and they never leave him. Whether the house in the village in Okana or the house in Uyo. And there's no way a man that is as disciplined as that can think of taking a woman to his home. He has a lot of respect for me and for my children and regard. So you can't even imagine it. And my children are always with me. So I don't know whether she could have entered in a box, covered up. I don't know. Very cordial. I would say that even the Senate president attended their wedding and spent not just one night. How many nights? 2 nights. When they had the first birthday of their son, I was there. So I will not be able to tell you at what point did the relationship got so sour to the point of alleging sexual harassment. Because I have 4 daughters. Myself, I'm a woman. If somebody harasses me, I will feel bad. Do you understand? But when I know the husband that I'm married to, it's not him that she was talking about. That's not Senator Akpabio. Maybe she was making reference to another person. That's why I said maybe it was an imaginative allegation or a content creation. Definitely, because I mean, there's no way we cannot do that. In the past, we've allowed people to get away with a lot of things. And he will always tell me, if you can't stand the heat, leave the kitchen. I'm here to serve my people. They will throw mud at me. I said, but this mud is becoming too much. Why can't you do something? So I'm now the one going for a legal address. It depends. I don't even see it as a below the belt because they're all lies. Like I said before, anybody can accuse anybody of anything. The main thing is, are you telling the truth? Are you truthful about this? She is not a young woman. I'm not a young woman either. So there are certain lies at our age that we shouldn't tell. Senator Akpabio, very disciplined, a good father, lovely father, supportive husband, handsome man that every woman would like to have.